Hey everybody, Jason Creel, you're watching Lawn Care Life. Today I'm back again at this lawn that I've been doing videos on all year long, showing how to rehab this struggling Bermuda lawn. So let's get an update. We're in September now, and this is the 4th or 5th video in this series, and show you the progress and still the deficiencies in this lawn. So let's check it out. It's September now, and you can see, as we've talked about with this yard, the trees are keeping the Bermuda from getting adequate sun over here. So I have, Bermuda's doing what it's supposed to do on this right side of the lawn, and that's not growing where it doesn't get enough sun. In that situation, you need to landscape it or put some zoysia there if it's getting a little bit of sunlight. At least that's what we do here in the south. This yard was extremely thin with Bermuda at the beginning of the year, and so one positive, you can see over here where the grass has gotten plenty of sun, the Bermuda is plenty thick enough now. So, that's a good thing. Got a little bit of crabgrass that popped up this year. I would expect to have virtually no crabgrass next year. Now there's some brown spots in this lawn. It looks like to me we're a situation where the grass got a little tall and then was cut. Took a little too much off when it was mowed, plus just the time of the year, so you got some discoloration. By this time, most of the Bermuda yards are starting to lose a little bit of color. Over on this other side, you get a lot of sun. You tell how thick the grass was because you can see the piles of clippings here. Got a few tough grassy weeds left. This is Dallas grass. I've seen a little bit of that hanging around. Got some Virginia buttonweed. It's a nice time to see that when it's got the flowers on it. Makes it super easy to identify, though it's a fairly easy one to identify anyway. But the Virginia buttonweed, I'm not so much worried about it. We'll let it die off with the cool weather, which will be hopefully getting here soon. Dallas grass will be one that I'm gonna hopefully work on this fall and winter and see if I can get rid of that. Fall's one of the better times to get rid of these tough weeds because they're beginning to store up carbohydrates for the winter. And I've been using a combination of Certainty and Celsius, and then also in the winter, sometimes it goes completely dormant, the Bermuda that is. I might use some glyphosate on the Bermuda. Use glyphosate on the Dallas grass. The weeds I see still hanging around that are gonna go away soon. Still got a little bit of Kalinga here. It's not growing near like it was. And this yard has just really gotten the better of me when it comes to nutsedge. Now I know I've sprayed this gigantic patch of nutsedge at least 2 times. And I'm just thankful that soon the cool weather is gonna make it go away, at least for the year. But I've been using, Certainty and Pro-Sedge, products like that. And this looks like primarily yellow nutsedge. It's a little bit hard to see because of the shadows, but maybe it's not quite as bad as it was, but there's still tons and tons of nutsedge in this line. So I may actually look at trying some of the other products that have come out. I ordered some Solero and want to try that on this nutsedge and see how that works. But the lawn, this lawn's never going to be perfect because of the shade it gets, but certainly got rid of a lot of weeds this year, made a huge progress in getting the Bermuda to fill in where there was sunlight. Now what I'm going to be working on is obviously keeping the weeds out and trying to get the Bermuda as thick as possible for next year. But getting rid of this Dallas grass over the winter would be an accomplishment, and then next year really wanting to test out some other products and see if maybe I can get a little better control with Solero, or maybe the Dismiss NXT, or some of these other products that I'm gonna probably give a shot on the nutsedge. Not that Pro-Sedge and Certainty don't work, they do, but I am, just to be honest, a little bit disappointed with how this keeps coming back. Like I said, I know I've sprayed it at least twice this year. So what I'm doing today is a liquid blanket application on the yard. I'm applying my fall pre-emergence. So I'm using Spectacle Flow on this lawn. I also have a couple of post-emergence mixed in to try to get rid of, I saw some cudweed, stuff like that. And you know, it might be some dandelions that are going to perk back up with the cooler weather. So hopefully the post-emergent can help knock those out as well, and the pre-emergent can prevent poa annua and stuff like that that's going to be coming up really soon when the weather cools off. Especially in a yard like this where there's still some areas where the bermuda's thin, this is a prime candidate to have a tremendous poa annua outbreak come next February, March. So hopefully the spectacle flow will do a good job of preventing that. So I'm gonna pull the hose, spray this yard, and let's get out of here. I may swing by later and tackle that Dallas grass and get an early start on, but we'll probably check back on this lawn in a couple months, give an update and see what it's looking like. If you have any thoughts, questions, comments, let me hear from you. If you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'll continue to try to help you guys out and love hearing from you in the comments. Here's some suggested videos popping up for you now. Talk to you later. Bye.